If you love this and this, then you're about to discover so much more. Because today, we dive into the story of a true 90s icon, the 6th generation Toyota Celica, a car born from rally stages, built for the streets, and remembered as one of Toyota's boldest creations. So grab your popcorn, sit back, and enjoy the ride. We'll explore its design, step inside its cockpit, uncover the engines that powered it, relive its rally legacy, and reveal the curiosities, prices, and what it truly represents today. Because we're about to dive into the story of one of the most iconic Japanese coupes of the 1990s. Toyota had been producing the Celica since 1970, and by then it was already in its 6th generation. In Japan, the culture of sports cars was at its peak. It was the golden era of JDM, the Supra with its 2JZ engine, the Skyline GTR R32 dominating the circuits, the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo, and the Subaru Impreza WRX battling it out on WRC stages. Toyota didn't want to be left behind, and with the Celica, it aimed to strike a balance between a youthful, accessible coupe and a radical version built to win rallies, the GT-Four ST205. The design of the Celica T200 was a radical leap compared to the previous model. While the 5th generation still carried that 80s look with boxy shapes and rectangular headlights, the 6th generation embraced curves. Its flowing lines, rounded headlights, and low silhouette made it look futuristic for its time. The front end was highly aerodynamic, with 4 round headlamps that split fans into 2 camps. Some loved it, others hated it. But no one could deny it gave the car personality. At the rear, the sloping hatch and rear wings stood out, from subtle spoilers to massive ones in the case of the GT4. The ST205 also featured more aggressive bumpers, hood vents to cool the turbo and brakes, and wider fenders. It wasn't just for looks. Every detail served a purpose in competition. Inside, the Celica followed Toyota's philosophy of the 90s, nothing extravagant, everything functional. The dashboard wrapped around the driver with a slight orientation toward them. The analog gauges were clear and easy to read, and in the GT4, additional indicators were added to monitor turbo pressure and other key parameters. The sport seats provided solid lateral support, essential to make the most of the car's potential on winding roads. It wasn't a luxurious interior, but it was very practical. Remember, Toyota wanted a sports car that could still be used daily, and they achieved it. The Celica was comfortable enough for long trips, while still retaining its sporty DNA. The Celica T200 was offered with a wide range of engines depending on the market. Base versions, naturally aspirated 1.8-liter 7A FE and 2.0-liter 3S FE engines designed for daily use. Intermediate versions, more powerful 2.0 engines with dual overhead camshaft technology. Sport versions, here we find the GEM, the naturally aspirated 3S GE, producing between 170 and 200 horsepower in the Japanese market. And of course, the ultimate highlight, GT4 ST205, 2.0 turbocharged 3S GTE engine with 255 horsepower from the factory, full-time all-wheel drive, advanced differentials, and Super Strut suspension. This very same 3S GTE engine was also fitted to the Toyota MR2 Turbo SW20, confirming that Toyota was developing a block designed for high performance. The ST205 wasn't just about power, it was packed with technology derived directly from rallying, a water-to-air intercooler system, factory 4-piston brakes, a specific suspension with the Super Strut system designed to improve cornering and grip. The Celica T200 was the basis for the car with which Toyota competed in the WRC in 1995. It followed a golden era with the ST185, which had won championships in 1990, 1992, and 1993. Toyota had the ambition to continue dominating, and the ST205 was developed with that goal in mind. However, it went down in history not only for its achievements, but also for a scandal. In 1995, the FIA discovered that Toyota was using a modified turbo restrictor that allowed more air intake without being detected. FIA inspectors described it as the most ingenious device ever seen in competition. The consequence was severe. Toyota was banned from the championship for 12 months. That damaged its reputation, but it also cemented the ST205 as a legendary car. Despite the sanction, the Celica proved its capabilities, and many drivers still consider it one of the best balanced rally cars of the 90s. Between 1993 and 1999, around 250,000 units of the entire Celica T200 range were produced. The GT-Four ST205, being a homologation model, was much more exclusive. Approximately 10,000 units were produced worldwide. As for prices, in the 1990s, a GT4 cost around $30,000 in markets like the US or Europe. Today, prices vary greatly depending on condition. Basic units can be found from $6,000 to $10,000. Well-preserved ST205 can range from $20,000 to $40,000. Rare versions, or those with a motorsport history, easily exceed $50,000. The Celica ST205 was the first rally car with factory-installed 4-piston brakes. Its Super Strut suspension was so advanced that some drivers even considered it superior to that of its rivals. It appeared in legendary video games like Gran Turismo, Sega Rally Championship, and Colin McRae Rally. In Japan, the Celica was also popular among young people, as more affordable versions were offered, making it more accessible than other cult JDM cars. Today, at Japanese classic car events, the Celica GT4 often draws as many fans as a Supra or a Skyline because it represents Toyota's most competitive side in the 90s. More than 25 years later, it's still a car that excites, whether in private collections or classic car meets. And if you've made it this far, I'd appreciate it if you hit like and subscribe to the channel. That really motivates me to keep bringing you more stories about legendary cars.